Derek Carr, quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, is dealing with a shoulder injury that threatens his availability for this season.
With the news of Derek Carr retiring here, Saints fans, they have been taking to social media to respond and to the streets to share their opinions.
What happens when your $150 million quarterback retires overnight, leaving your franchise in chaos? The New Orleans Saints are facing this exact nightmare after Derek Carr's shocking announcement. With a huge gap at quarterback and limited options, the team's future hangs in the balance. Can they recover from this devastating blow? Derek Carr, the 34-year-old quarterback, announced his retirement due to a severe shoulder injury that would have sidelined him for the entire 2025 season. The injury, involving a labral tear and rotator cuff damage, left no certainty of full recovery. Faced with a tough choice, Carr opted to retire rather than undergo surgery and lengthy rehab. This decision leaves the Saints with approximately $48.8 million in dead cap over the next 2 years, $13.2 million in 2025 and $35.6 million in 2027-26, making their already tight salary cap situation worse. The timing, just before the draft, caught the team completely off guard. With Carr's departure, the Saints are left with 4 unproven quarterbacks: rookie Tyler Shough, second-year Spencer Rattler, third-year Jake Haener, and recently signed undrafted rookie Hunter Deckers. None have significant NFL starting experience. Rattler went 0-6 as a starter last season, throwing 5 interceptions. Haener has thrown just 39 career passes. This lack of experience raises serious concerns about leadership and performance. The team faces a critical decision in determining who will lead the offense in the upcoming season. Tyler Shough, drafted 40th overall in the second round, becomes the highest selected quarterback by the Saints since Archie Manning. His college journey tells a story of persistence, starting at Oregon, transferring to Texas Tech, and finishing at Louisville, though his playing time was limited due to injuries. He completed 32 college starts, throwing 23 touchdown passes last season alone. Known for his arm strength, mobility, and football IQ, Shough wasn't supposed to start in Week 1, but now, all eyes are on him. Analysts believe Shough has the raw tools to become the team's long-term solution at quarterback. His adaptability through multiple college programs demonstrates the mental toughness needed for the NFL. He's now the favorite to step into Carr's role under first-year head coach Kellen Moore. Head coach Kellen Moore has announced an open competition for the starting quarterback role. Moore made it clear the position is wide open. "We're going to let all 3 of these guys roll," he said. Shough will compete against Rattler and Haener throughout training camp. Each quarterback brings different strengths to the table, but Shough's draft position gives him an edge. The rookie remains focused and prepared, stating, "That's all you can ask for is an opportunity at any position." The competition is expected to be fierce as each quarterback fights for the starting position. Given the current situation, the Saints are exploring veteran quarterback options. Free agents like Carson Wentz and Desmond Ridder remain available. Although Aaron Rodgers has been linked to other teams, he is still under contract with the New York Jets. Former NFL quarterback Robert Griffin III has asked whether he would consider joining the Saints. The team must weigh the benefits of bringing in an expensive veteran against developing young talent. Some argue a veteran could stabilize the locker room and mentor the younger quarterbacks. Others believe it's time to rebuild around youth and save cap space for other positions. Regardless of who wins the starting job, the Saints have made moves to support their offense. They've invested heavily in their offensive line by drafting tackles Taliese Fuaga and Kelvin Banks Jr. with first-round picks in consecutive years. This gives the new quarterback better protection. The receiving core features explosive talents like Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed, providing reliable targets. The running game, led by Alvin Kamara, can take pressure off the young quarterback. These weapons give hope that a young quarterback could succeed with the right support system. The front office clearly believes in building from the trenches out, creating a foundation for quarterback success. First-year head coach Kellen Moore faces his biggest test early. Known for his creative offensive mind from his time as offensive coordinator in Dallas, Moore must now choose the right quarterback to run his system. His first major decision could define his tenure in New Orleans. Moore's track record of developing quarterbacks gives fans hope. He helped Dak Prescott reach new heights in Dallas. Now he must work similar magic with an inexperienced group. The pressure is immense, but Moore appears confident in his evaluation process. The Saints are coming off a disappointing 5-12 season, their worst record since 2005. They finished last in the NFC South, a division that's become increasingly competitive. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Atlanta Falcons, and Carolina Panthers all made significant improvements. Can the Saints compete with such quarterback uncertainty? The schedule doesn't offer much relief either. They face several playoff contenders early in the season, which could make or break a young quarterback's confidence. The margin for error is slim in today's NFL, and patience from fans and ownership might be limited. Carr's retirement creates massive financial challenges. The $48.8 million dead cap hit limits the Saints' ability to sign free agents or extend current players. They're already over the salary cap and must make painful cuts elsewhere. This financial strain affects every roster decision moving forward. The team might need to release veterans or restructure contracts to create space. These moves could weaken the supporting cast around the new quarterback, making his job even harder. The Saints stand at a crossroads. They can embrace a full rebuild around young talent or attempt a quick fix with veteran additions. Either path carries significant risk. A young quarterback needs time to develop, but the fan base expects immediate results. The organization must decide whether to prioritize short-term competitiveness or long-term sustainability. This decision will impact not just the 2025 season, but the franchise's direction for years to come. Training camp will be unlike any in recent Saints history. Every practice, every throw, every decision will be analyzed. The quarterback competition will dominate headlines and create intense media coverage. Players must block out distractions and focus on improvement. The coaching staff faces the challenge of fairly evaluating 3 quarterbacks while preparing the team for the season. How will they manage practice reps? Will preseason games become auditions? These questions must be answered quickly. New Orleans fans are passionate and demanding. They've grown accustomed to winning and playoff appearances. The quarterback situation creates uncertainty that tests their patience. Local media will dissect every move, creating additional pressure on the young quarterbacks. Social media amplifies every mistake and celebrates every success. Can these inexperienced quarterbacks handle the spotlight? The mental aspect might prove as challenging as the physical demands. Managing expectations becomes crucial for the organization. Derek Carr's unexpected retirement has thrust the New Orleans Saints into uncharted territory. This crisis presents both immense challenges and unique opportunities. A new leader must emerge from an untested group. The organization's response will define their trajectory for the next decade. Will Tyler Shough rise to the occasion? Can the Saints find stability at quarterback? Or will this mark the beginning of a painful rebuild? What do you think the Saints should do next? Should they trust in their young quarterbacks or bring in a seasoned veteran? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NFL updates.